All right, what's good, guys? I just got to Greece, so don't mind the pink house. I have an Airbnb for a couple days here, but if you clicked on this video, you're probably interested in the info space and how we are running up these coaching programs. Last week we did 100 grand, and then we did 50K in a single day the week before that. And this is with a creator who only has, at the time, 5,000 followers. Now at 15K, but like a micro creator, you could say, right? So how are we hitting these numbers with these smaller accounts? And it's gonna be a raw video, so like if you're used to that fucking AI slop shit, Miro boards, whatever, like I'll do some of those at some point, but I'm just going off the dome on what worked, what didn't work, what it looked like for the creator before we came in, when they were sub 5K followers, what their offer looked like, and a lot of things that we implemented to scale from sub 5K followers, $200 a month coming in from a little Discord, to now in the past July, $250,000, only 15K followers. So what do we do? First thing, I'll tell you kind of how we started working together. So basically, I have like a TikTok account because I used to be like a little TikTok boy and had a lot of followers when I was in high school, like early high school, and I had like a VSL, like a video sales letter on how we scale offers. So I had like 30K followers and a quick little VSL. So I started sending it out to a bunch of small creators who I thought had big potential. Now, now if you are an info or you're an operator and you're trying to get a client, this is super big. Like, there's people with 500,000 followers that I've worked with that we've barely been able to crack 50K months, and there's these people with 10K followers doing $250,000 months. So some of the things of the potential that I see is the offer that is on the table. So it has to normally has something to do with making money, or it's working with rich people, either helping people make more money, save more money, or just working with rich people in general. So that was the one thing. If the creator is posting lots of tactical content, that's how you can tell they're an early flyer. Lots of tactical content, good engagement, so a lot of comments saying this is really helpful, and they actually have social proof that what they're doing works. So social proof, value content, and engaged audience. That's all you need. You get them to mix in a little bit of their personality here and there, and now you have literally $1 million a year personal brand. I've seen all these offers. That's how it works. Literally just had a one-on-one call with the head of WAPX, because we're in the 100K a month club, Ryan Clogg, and he's doing $100 million a year. So these are things I'm learning from big dogs. So I saw there was an early flyer there. This creator was only doing a couple $100 a month. I said, hey, we can go get you to 50K a month pretty much immediately. What did we do right away? We didn't just run up a webinar. We didn't just create a VSL out of thin air, because we have no data. We have no data on the creator. We have no data on their audience. We have no data on what type of offer would even work. We're only just shooting from the hip at that point. So like first month was R&D phase. We did 50K in the first 3 weeks. I can throw up screenshots because I know people lie about this stuff. 50K in the first 3 weeks as an R&D phase. So simple application page, but it's all about the offer. So we're helping sophisticated people. We crafted the offer around a unique mechanism. So like if for example, if you are helping people with fitness, like you can't just be a normal personal trainer now. You need to have a special mechanism that nobody can find anywhere else. So like this crazy protocol will allow you to get a shredded six pack in just 2 weeks, unlike any other thing on the market. Like you need something where nobody can access it anywhere else, right? Especially when you're smaller, because you don't have the benefit of big authority over them. So you need a unique, powerful mechanism to where like, even if these people hate you, they're like, well, they still have that specific protocol or strategy that, I can't totally hate because they could change my life. We had a specific mechanism. It was like a trading indicator tool that was paid thousands to develop. And we leaned into that. And we also leaned into a lot of enemy marketing from the jump. So like you go look at the trading space, what is it a lot of? It's a lot of Lamborghinis, it's a lot of flash, it's a lot of, just people bullshitting. So what do? We just counter position the entire market, because everyone hates that shit. We counter position the market. We say, hey, are you sick of the Lambo bros? Are you sick of this? Are you sick of that? Now that can go for any market. Like, are you sick of the guy on steroids telling you how to get in shape? Are you sick of the kid who's had a six pack since high school football telling you how to lose weight, right? All that kind of stuff. You just want to counter position the market, because now people feel understood. Because there's only around like a certain subset of the market that even listens to the popular people, and there's a whole nother millions of people who don't resonate with that person. Like for example, Shelby Sapp does Porsche and Pilates. Like only around 15% of women probably want the Porsche and Pilates. What about the lady who wants to drive a Ford Bronco in Fort Myers, Florida, or the girl who wants to drive a Tacoma in Colorado, right? Like there's millions of them. So you don't want to jump into the saturated angle. No market is saturated. So day trading is not saturated. It's just Lamborghinis and day trading is saturated. So we counter position. Now we just open ourselves up. We're talking to only moms. We close 50K right away, only PIFs, 5K up front for one-on-one coaching. The goal here is get really, really good results. So we said, hey, one-on-one coaching, 5K, 90-day roadmap. You get a group chat, some group coaching calls too. They get your text access. Now we took around 25 sales calls at this point to get those 10 people in at 5K. Now we have 25 sales call transcripts with just loaded data on the ICP. Like, that's so good. And now we also have 10 students and all their group coaching calls, so we know all their common questions. Because people like to say, hey, look at the sales call transcript. That's your ICP. The true ICP is the people who actually joined the program and what they're asking when they're inside. That too. And then the whole goal for the first month and a half is let's get really, really, really good results. If we don't have social proof, if we don't have a proven product, nothing is going to last. A lot of these people want to scale and just throw up an info offer right away and think they can take it to the moon. No, you need proof of concept. You need crazy good testimonials. You need testimonials from your exact ICP. Otherwise, it's just unscalable. So now we have around 3 YouTube videos of banger testimonials changing people's lives. Now we leverage those. Now we have 25 sales call transcripts to know exactly what the marketing is. And now we revamp the offer into coaching. And now we say, okay, I'm not going to sit here and do organic with a micro account. Obviously, we were running, setters, closers, emails. After they book a call, they're getting hammered with social proof and emails and YouTube videos. And, we had a YouTube video get 15K views because we know how to craft thumbnails and titles and scripts. That's all great. Story sequences, all that stuff. I'm just talking about the main principles we're doing here. So now I'm saying, okay, this isn't a business until you're running actual paid marketing, because then it's predictable. We jump right into paid ads. We run a webinar. We test around 5K. Bang. Right away. We productized the mechanism, put it at 997, and then upsold the coaching after. That's how we hit that 50K day. Started running weekly webinars, so we started spending, around $10,000 to $15,000 to promote the webinars, getting anywhere from a $4 to $7 cost per registrant, and just really destroying with the closes, absolutely crushing it. And now we have a whole sales team on the back end. So you spend 10 grand, you get a $4 cost per registration, whatever. You got 2,500 people on the lead list now that were never there before. We created a Facebook group for everyone who registered, so they had a community. Now we're hyping up FOMO, teasing about the webinar in there, really making people feel that community. Spamming social proof once again. And yeah, just rinse and repeat the webinars. The webinars, it's super important how you angle it, making sure not to teach too much. The first one, we got a 7x ROAS. And obviously on the back end, we sold another 50K that week in high ticket with a small creator. So the first one, we got a 7x ROAS. And the funny part is I'm okay, now we just got to keep optimizing. So there's a saying, simplicity scales, and it's so true, because we went in, by the time it was the 5th webinar, we only had a 2x ROAS on one of them out of nowhere. And I'm wait, what just went wrong? The first one was because I was going simple. So you want to stay simple the entire time. Even our ads, I'm sure you guys know what a VSL is, a video sales letter. It takes them through the entire sales argument, right? A lot of people, when they do ads, like to throw up an image ad or something. But if you're marketing to cold traffic and you want to get them to buy direct to checkout on a webinar in the span of an hour and a half of watching you, they're not going to do that off an image ad. They're not going to trust you. And we know that once people register, once people apply for a call, once people apply for coaching, they're not as much going to go through your stuff after most of the time. Most of the time they're just waiting until then. It's a lot of people will be send them to all these 20-minute long YouTube videos after the fact. We're our people aren't watching that. So I wanted to educate them and pre-sell them before they even registered. So we were running 3 to 5 minute mini-VSL ads, which are super powerful because it does all the selling that a VSL would, and it just sells them on the webinar registration and the influencer and everything. So super powerful. Yeah, I probably missed some stuff, but it's just been a lot of testing different offers, testing different funnels, trying different email campaigns, different SMS campaigns, tech issues, automations, tracking setters and closers, and really making sure they're doing their dials, they're being trained properly. We have literally tons and tons of Miro boards and SOPs on all this stuff. So yeah, if you're selling coaching or a course and you think it's easy and you're trying to run it solo, it's not. You are an expert on something. You have your zone of expertise, and that's your area of leverage. It's a fallacy that you can spin up, especially in 2026, a 7-8 figure info product business solo, just because you have a lot of followers. There are people like myself who are S-tier marketers, S-tier sales guys. I was literally closing and setting calls myself on this offer at the beginning. It was all women, by the way. It was awkward, but it worked. Just because I was that intense on getting the data. if you sit in your zone of genius, make content and coach all day, your whole thing is making content and fulfilling on product, and you have S-tier marketers and sales guys running everything else for you, that's how you're hitting these numbers. Like, this is impossible just spinning up a little Discord or school community. But yeah, that's a bit about the launch. So we're looking to scale to 500,000 here soon. Taking on a few other info offers too at the moment. And we've been going viral on Twitter as well, which has been pretty funny. I think in the past week I went from 0 to almost 700 followers. I have 500,000 impressions, literally just by posting my results and talking about like info. So yeah, a few of the principles are counter position your market. Nothing is saturated. It's only the angle that you come in that's saturated. Figuring out the correct funnel that works for you. Some people, like if you're targeting super rich people, they might not want to sit through an hour and a half long webinar. They might just need an application page to a good sales call. Knowing how to run a sales team, having all the automations and things on the back end to pre-sell people, nurture them, understanding story sequences, the power of long-form YouTube, how to really structure your short-form content so that you're actually creating a cult-like audience and not just a bunch of, you know, kind of little kids who just are there to be entertained, and really crafting a killer offer that, like, for example, like I could sell, I'm an in shape guy, right? I could probably sell a fitness offer to other guys around my age who want to get in shape. Or like example of a killer offer is like a girl who's really good at day trading, teaching other women how to day trade is an amazing offer. You can just think of why. I've seen other ones where like, you know, Mexican dudes who are good at ecom are taking over the entire American Hispanic ecom market. That's a good offer. You just need to think of stuff like that. And like, you know, you can LARP, you can post Lamborghinis, you can flex stuff, but like you have to do it strategically. Like that'll build aspirational viewers, but you also want to bring in those people who can sit through a boring video because that's who's going to get results for you. But yeah, guys, that's kind of how we've been scaling. It's been pretty crazy. Just like big numbers like that. Like we've been doing that in the past, but not like that explosive where we started end of April, hit 50K right away. May was slow, June was almost 100, and then July's a $250,000 with a small following. And it's like literally just getting started. Like we just now understand everything, which is so funny. Like in my eyes, like you guys are probably, that's crazy, but it's, yeah. So if you guys want to scale your info product or you're an operator and you want to scale your creator or get a guaranteed creator, then you can DM me on Twitter or Instagram. And what I'll do is I'll send you a Loom video. It's going to be around 10 minutes and it's going to show you exactly my launch strategy, how I onboard my partners. This is growth partnership. We do revenue share. It's a growth partnership, how I onboard you, the speed, how we launch, everything involved so you can know if it's for you. And yeah, like I'm not doing anything lower than people I think I can get to 6-figure months with just because it's not worth my time at this point. So yeah, we do full stack everything. All you do is create the content and fulfill on product. And that's the true OG Ty Lopez guru lifestyle. You get to sit back, kick your feet up. That core seller money hits different, you know what I mean? Obviously, we're running real businesses with really good product, though. So, yeah. And, yeah, peace out.